Everybody, I'm back. It's a daily video situation. We're doing videos daily. Today, we are going to talk about a 524K portfolio solely focused on driving income, stable income, monthly income, solid income, so that we can be financially free and focus on our lives and covering our expenses with consistent income. So I built this 2 ETF portfolio. We've talked about it in past videos, but I want to break down what the monthly income looks like, what the average yield looks like, and just visualize the portfolio for you. All right, people, we are here in the dashboard, the Track Your Dividends dashboard with a 524K high yield dividend portfolio. This portfolio is yielding 21 to 22% annually, and generating $114,000 in annual income. Talk about financial freedom, talking about covering your expenses with dividends on a high yield strategy. This is it. Is there risk to it? Absolutely. I always want to call that out. There's definitely risk, but ultimately, if you're comfortable with that risk, if you're comfortable with these positions, then you'll reap the rewards, so they say. The ETFs, as per usual, that we've invested in is BTCI and QQQI. Those are the 2 core holdings, and that is it. Okay. You can see BTCI is netting around a 27 to 28% yield. QQQI 14%. BTCI, we have about 83K in annual income. QQQI 30K in annual income. Solid stuff. If you look at the expected dividends every month, right in around $9,000 to $10,000 every month consistently. It'll fluctuate just based on the payouts, but ultimately, right at around there and it's been very stable. If we were to look at a future value for this portfolio, if you were to drip it, right, within 10 years, I believe 10 years, you could see 3 million potentially. If you're dripping it, if you're letting the yield ride, you're going to see 3 million within 10 years, which I think is really interesting. Plus, your annual income would be quite significant at the end of it. I set this up to just have 3% in annual growth or 2% in annual growth and pretty much no dividend growth rate. And with that, again, you'll net around 368,000 in annual income by the end of this strategy. And we can look at some forecasting and formulation for that later. But I want to show you this as it relates to QQQI. Okay, so we're comparing here the QQQI to the QQQs to look at its total return and look at how it's tracking the underlying index. Okay, so if we go to our total return calculator and seeking alpha, you can see here that QQQI is correlated perfectly with QQQ, right? That's sweet. It's exactly what we want to see, right? A beautiful correlation there. The difference is with QQQI, you're getting the payout in the form of income, as opposed to QQQ, you're going to get that payout in the form of appreciation. This is going to have some light appreciation, but primarily it's going to be driving you that income. So if you're seeking income, like we all are, passive income to pay off your expenses, to live your life potentially, while doing other side businesses, while maybe having a W-2, whatever you're doing, this is a form to kind of pay yourself now as opposed to waiting for, the end game of that selling the capital gains. And yes, you could do the kind of the 4%, cutoff of a portfolio that the FIRE movement speaks on, cut the 4%, withdraw the 4% and whatnot. But in this case, you don't have to. You can just take it off drip if you have it on drip, and you can run with it and utilize that cash to live your daily lives. So guys, are you guys in QQQI? Are you in BTCI? I'd love to know in the comments below. Also, if you say the word down below, if you say the word cash down below, I will send you a free e-guide that I've built We'll exchange information and I'll send you a free e-guide. Just comment the word below cash, cash. All right, guys. Also, oh, my throat. Also, I have a Patreon. If you guys want to sign up, I do financial coaching within the Patreon on a monthly basis. With the Patreon, you'll get financial coaching sessions throughout the month. You'll get exclusive content and all the other information that I'll share within the Patreon community. It's 15 bucks a month. If you want to even go cheaper, let me know. Maybe we'll do 5 bucks a month. Super cheap, and you get personalized coaching with me one-on-one. So please let me know if you'd like to do that. Other than that, all the best, guys. Cheers. Have a great day. Bye bye.